because why not? No, I had a little bit of acne I need to clear up, so I'm going for drastic measures at this point because I'm not used to having acne. But happy to have you guys here today. I'm on here a little bit late because, of course, I have to go to class now because I'm studying to be a pharmacy technician, which means I'm going to be out here providing you your medicine, whatever you need to get your day going. I'm here to provide it. I will be deciding whether I want to do retail or if I want to do institutional pharmaceutical work very soon. I think we do that in our externship though. But more importantly, um, I am studying and it's been going good so far. I'm enjoying it. It does come with a lot of other things included, right? A lot of other aspects. I'm learning that we work with a lot of government agencies. Not that that matters, but to name a few, the CDC, which is cool because, you know, with me advocating for the herpes positive community and collective, that's been a big thing for me, right? Really kind of comprehending and understanding that I have backings through certain people who do and or don't work alongside the herpes positive community, right? So how is that triggering for me? I will say triggering in the sense of sometimes I don't feel like those sources will back me up with my study, right? Meaning, like, if I could say to someone, oh, you should trust what I say because the CDC backs me up, but the CDC also does not recommend that everyone gets tested positive or rather gets tested for herpes to begin with, right? The CDC recommends that people go untested because so many people have the herpes virus, it would actually cause a tizzy for no reason because almost 95% of the population has some form of herpes, right? So that's that, right? However, being backed by the DEA, right? So DEA, they study people who are, you know, smuggling drugs back and forth, the administering of things that are opioids and et cetera, et cetera. So it's interesting to have a backing from them because they also, what's up, NX? They also have things that make support from them beneficial, but also controversial based on my main focus, which was to heal the people from the herpes positive community because herpes was such a big portion of my spiritual healing, right? Um, games, I guess. Herpes was a big part of my spiritual healing, meaning like when I came into the space of, I need to figure out somewhere different to work. I'm sorry, y'all. It's like somebody opened up a daggone poltergeist in my kitchen. All right. Whew. Being able to see energy on a grid is really weird for me. But hey, that's just one of my spiritual gifts too, right? And that's why herpes is such a big part of my. That's why herpes is such a big part of my spiritual ascension because, you know, when I wasn't aware of how deeply me not accepting my herpes was really affecting my personal life and just my honesty with myself about a lot of other things and different controversial situations that have happened in my life in the past, um, it affected me on a higher realm. So now to be able to be my full self, no matter what, who's looking like, to be able to even say herpes on the internet, right? So talk to like even to my class, you know, letting them know like, yeah, I'm a herpes positive advocate. I make products for herpes. Da, da, da. Being able to say something like that so lackadaisically, even posting about it, when somebody was like, I think somebody said something weird because I was like, hey y'all, if y'all can assist me with payments for my rent or something like that. And when they did, somebody said you should just, I forgot what they said, go dance or something. I said I would dance, but the only thing about dancing is I have herpes, so I kind of wouldn't feel comfortable. Like, I mean, I'm aware that if I'm having an outbreak, that's the only time I'm contagious, and when I'm having viral shedding, right? I'm aware of that. However, you know, just being in the space of someone else who is also well, not saying all strippers have herpes, but I will say this: when you're grinding on a man at the strip club, a lot of them do ask for excessive, pleasure. Now, I looked at them like they were crazy because my mother always told me to be like, who are you talking to? Stop playing with me, sir. Like, oh no, sorry to this man, that ain't happening, right? So I was always a girl that was like, absolutely the F not. But apparently there was girls who was letting people go a little bit deeper and a little bit further for $5. I can't call it. I could never. But hey, you know. Now I understand her hatred towards dudes. I was wondering what her deal was last time I came through here. No, I don't have a hatred towards men. I have no hatred towards men. I just don't like random men trying to berate my personal space. Like, this is my womb, right? And my womb is like my home. So when I have a bunch of people trying to get into my goodie bag, that feels like, what the hell are y'all doing? Because this belongs to me. Like, this is my little purse. Like, I got a small purse. I'm the kind of girl where I don't put my purse on the ground when I go out. Right? I'll take my purse, and I saw Mary J. Blige hanging your purse on your knee, or keeping your purse in your lap, or keeping your purse in your armpit, Like, keeping it sacred so that no one else can touch your purse. You understand what I'm saying? I don't know how many piercings I have. I think 5 in this ear. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 11, 12, 13, 14. 15 piercings. I used to have more. But I don't have a hatred towards men. I just felt like my personal space was always being invaded. Now, when it comes to everything else included, right? I feel like a lot of the times, I'm right now even giving out advice for the herpes, for my herpes positive community. But I feel like a lot of the times when I'm in this space, what the heck is bothering me, bro? Something is throwing me off. Hold on. When it comes to the space of actually, like, being responsible for other people's healing and other people's outlook on the world, right? What's going on in other people's lives. I take my spiritual hygiene seriously because I'm expected to serve people and give them a peaceful experience, So I'm not expected to just give y'all this experience because this is what I go to school for and this is a job. But I'm learning how to do this on a professional level. So I can't just have everyone and anyone in my space because I'm literally learning how to maneuver myself in a way where I become medicine to my clients, right? So I have to maneuver in a way where I can't just associate with the whole entire neighborhood on a certain level. I can't just associate with her because I have to be able to make sure I'm providing medicine to people who are sick. So unless you want to also be giving out medicine to the sick, I strongly suggest not being in my energy or my aura. Not because I'm being a bitch or I'm just selfish. It's just I have a job where I got to heal people. And if you don't want to do that, then you might want to not be at my table because that's what my table is doing right now. That's what I'm learning to do on a professional level, not just because, and I'm not saying that if our ancestors didn't know what they were doing naturally, right? Because there's the argument of like, well, technically the pharmaceuticals and all of that, the government and all that regulated stuff, they don't know what they're doing. They're just trying to put a cap on what we're doing with our bodies naturally. That's cool. Okay. That's cool to say that, right? However, because you might be so ancestrally intelligent, a lot of people take that for granted and they just simply want to come in and berate your house and just rob you for your cookies all the time. And if I don't know for certain that someone's protecting me, I feel like, okay, now we have a problem or an issue because it's like, if I can't, like, I'll go into my son's room and I felt the energy that was going on in his room. It felt like Pound Town he didn't want to lay in his own bed. He kept getting knocked out, kept getting sleepy. I'm like, what's going on in here? Like, is it the neighborhood? Is it the person upstairs? Is it the person downstairs? Who is it? I'm trying to figure out why my son keep feeling like he getting knocked out and he all tired and sleepy. Like, is it someone that I'm associating with? Is it my school? I'm sitting here trying to check. So what I do is I go and I, cover up that household, see if I take that energy off him, is it going to change him? If I take that energy off, is that going to change what's going on in here? Because I can't provide care to someone unless I know what's going on in their innerverse, outerverse universe. So if I have to exit you out of my son's universe to figure out what's going on with him to make sure he's healthy, it's not me trying to hurt you. It's me trying to protect my son, me, my home, so that I can understand what's going on in it on a deeper level, because this is my job. I have to eventually do this for complete strangers. Suggestion, I've considered doing this. Maybe you should try one of those pilgrimage to Africa like Malcolm X. My son's African. I go to his family's house. I understand what they do and how everything goes. But again, when I'm in class, I'm in class learning the tools that they want me to use for their certifications. I can sit here and use back home knowledge that I've already learned. I know how to woo, but I don't want my stuff all over the internet anyway. So there's a protection practice that goes on when you're on the internet, you close down these portals so that this stuff isn't accessible to everyone, right? But then again, also reminding myself, going back to what I know, just because I know how to do that on a deep level or intimate level or from the soul level, I can't do that for everybody because I can't give my soul to every single person in the DMV. I mean, I could, right? People make music and they say I put my soul into my music, and I make music, so I get that. But this is what I'm doing for money. I mean, I have a passion to heal people too, but it's just like I got to learn the tools that align with their certifications. Does that make sense? I got to learn the tools that align with their certifications. What's good for the goose isn't always good for the gander. Right. So it's like I got to learn how they want my body to operate so that I can get the certification, so that when I go to the job, I look prepared for the job, so that I can get the job and get the money and get what I came to school for. I can't simply, okay, I'm learning this in school, but you teach me what you know, and then you mess up what I learned in school. So now I'm going to go to the job doing what you taught me how to do because it's ancestral, and then the job is looking at me like, blink, blink. What the hell is she doing? Now they might, based on, I don't know, this person could be a nurse. They could be someone, they could be a whole different kind of doctor. They could be teaching me something that would have me getting a job on the first day. But until I learn everything that they want me to learn in school, I don't want to hinder what I'm learning actively at that moment, if that makes sense. Right? It's never nothing personal. It's never nothing where it's like, oh yeah, I don't trust your judgment. I don't trust you. It's just, I need to figure out what the school wants me to know. And I'm trying to become a student and reduce myself down so that I can grow in their academy. And then I can come and study with you once I finish my academy. Just because a girl has a vagina at a kid, you're not teaching her how to whirl it around at 360 miles per hour just because she has one when she's 6. Well, imagine this. I'm a little 6-year-old that doesn't know anything about healing somebody. I know how to do Reiki and channel my energy and all that, but I don't want to do certain stuff. Like right now, I'm on the internet. I can't do that with y'all right now because I got to preserve my energy for what I do in the house and at home. But that's separate from this. This is a job. When I go to work, I'm on work mode, right? So again, being backed by these different groups, they say CMS deals with Medicaid and Medicare. OSHA, I've been attached to OSHA for a while because I'm a hairstylist, right? I've been doing hair and cosmetology for the last 14 years. So I've already been in with OSHA and the state board, but state board of pharmacy. I did state board of cosmetology in Maryland. This is now the state board of pharmacy. So now I'm also getting familiar with that group of people and what they have going on and their systems and how they operate and what they have as tools so that I can administer health on their standard for my job. So again, CDC, and also the FDA, their tools, their propaganda, whatever they have going on, their algorithm, Also having to install that into my spirit, my body, because this is a professional job. So CDC, FDA, DEA, CMS, OSHA, and State Board of Pharmacy are things that I'm getting familiar with. But again, like I said, I also still offer my own products, right? So I can't offer my products in a professional manner until I'm properly postured in the way they want me properly postured for their schooling, for their system, for their network, for the people that they serve, for the places where they're going to give me standardized access to. If I'm going to be working in the hospital, I need to be able to be in the hospital, right? I don't need to be programmed to be the neighborhood Baba, because when I tried to be cool with the neighborhood tried to cast me out and treat me like a daggone toe. So now, no, we're not doing retail. Now we're gonna go ahead and just take our foundational skills and take them over to institutional facilities like the hospital or nursing home or hospice. They're trying to get me to go correctional. They keep on mentioning it like they want me to administer my care to inmates. I'm not really digging that. Not really digging that. My son's father is an inmate. I've been administering care to him for the last, since my son was 6 months, on and off. I'm kind of over administering care to people in corrections. So I probably won't be going that route. But then I will be able to also get an honorary diploma. I'm hoping from Zula, which is Xavier University in Louisiana, because they mentioned that someone was getting that exact certification, that exact diploma when my sister graduated, and the lady had a lot of life, like we had a lot of similarities. So I'm like thinking, fast forward, I could potentially possibly go get that honorary degree and diploma. Plus, they also sponsor a lot of the doctors in the DMV, or rather in the actual whole entire nation. They're the college that produces the most Black doctors in the whole entire country. That particular college. So also going there and getting accreditations from there, being in unison and also being in connection with those doctors would be awesome, because of course, like I said, this is a place where they're administering care on a professional level. I'm protected by their bubble. I feel safe in their bubble. It's no confusion in their bubble. And I can go ahead and administer the care to a multitude of people and not feel like I'm suffocating underwater. Does that make sense? Okay, so now moving on. With certain now, and this is another thing, now I can see with certain aspects of me being protected by certain individuals and certain organizations that do the work for me, so that I don't have to do the personal work in my own entity. They have a whole entire, as they said yesterday, I did an Amazon class yesterday, and Amazon says they handle all of the work through a separate entity. The separate entity does all of the work, right? So I'm able to say do task, but the machine is already set up. I'm in connection with the machine. I still get payment through the machine, but the machine is doing the work for me, so that I do not have to do the physical work, so that I can focus on the actual delivery of the information and the medicine, right? So I'm noticing with certain aspects of me being protected, which is awesome, right? I'm getting less people in the chat. So it lets me know a lot of people were coming here for simply the lack of boundaries, lack of scruples, lack of security that was being displayed. And that is, it cuts me a little deep, yes, to know that because I now have a certain level of security up through these institutions, less people are coming in the room, but it lets me know at least now whoever I'm affecting today and moving forward are actually here for the content, for the message, and for the information. So I'm not just simply babbling to a group of people who are just here to get a little quick vibration, which essentially is medicine. But again, this is on a professional level. Does it feel like an outer body experience? Yes. Am I bothered by it? No. Hold on a second. But understanding and knowing that I'm still within my spirit, still within my body, but I'm feeling less of the actual tension when it comes to doing the work, because I guess it's being done in the ethers, but I'm less physically responsible for it. Excuse me. So sorry for that. But yeah, so does anyone have any questions regarding what I've stated so far? And if you are here, please do so. Go subscribe to the channel for sure. And if you have more questions about these capsules, go ahead and ask a question or follow me on TikTok, Threads, or Instagram at Euphoria9H1_, and I can give you more information. Also, again, you can also listen to my playlist on Apple Music or Tidal, any streaming platforms. And from that space, you can also get my sound healing, because sound healing is a very, very, very big portion of actual healing, because everything's a frequency, right? So the frequency of healing can be placed into music, poetry, and again, how you speak to people. So there's that. All right, what's today's date? Today's date is the 3rd or the 2nd of February. It's the 2nd. It says, be proactive. Have mercy and be gracious to me. Grant strength, might, and inflexibility, to temptation, your servant. Psalm 86:16. Jesus warned his disciples about all that he was about to go through because he knew it would be difficult for them too. He said, pray that you won't be tempted. See Matthew 6:13, 26:41. He didn't say, wait to pray until you have been tempted or until you have given into temptation or until you are up to your neck in sin and perversion. Oh, shit. Jesus teaches us to be proactive, which Webster defines as acting in anticipation of future problems, needs, or changes. Hold on. Many Israelites had already died from snake bites before the rest of them finally said, pray for us, Moses, for we have sinned. See Numbers 21, 4-9. They should have recognized their need for God's help much sooner than they did. Don't wait until you are in trouble to seek God. Ask him to keep you from being tempted to sin today. Okay. Look, I'm telling you, boy, every time I wake up, it's all Humpty Dumpty, Humpty Dumpty, Humpty Dumpty, boom, 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 boom. Like, we got to get up out of here. You can't be addicted to sex that bad. Like, don't get me wrong. Sex is very healing and is the creative energy that is used to... It's the creative energy that is used to produce children, produce music. Sex energy, sensual energy does do a lot when it comes to healing. However, if you are simply looking for that, like, where's the next vibe I gotta get to? Oh my God, like I can't focus, I need to fix like a crackhead, that's a problem. That's when we're speaking to, like she said, perversion. We're speaking to, you need some help that God gotta give you or something, because ain't no way you sitting here telling me that you can't focus without humpity dumpity. But again, everyone's prescription is a little different. They have special needs children and people who go to alternative schools for different reasons, and people do try to use that as an excuse even into their adulthood about why they are a certain way. But again, like I said, while becoming a professional, I'm just learning to adapt to different people's needs and wants, but also still not disrespect my morals and my scruples. Because I did that for too long and it got me, like she said, neck deep into what felt like perversion to me. It wasn't something that was natural to me, especially based on what I had done in my healing journey, you know? So no disrespect to what happened in that space, but it's just, it wasn't for me. You know, I'm like, oh no, this is too much. Okay, so we have a child that fooled or tricked death, and we have an emperor, Aries energy. All right. Who's also trapping death. You see the death person coming. You see that cape? It's hooded twice. So not only did they come after the Aries, they also came after the child too. Lord, today. I see the color red also. A lot of swords. And I see the lovers. And I see a King of Pentacles. So somebody's going to be in a loving relationship with a King of Pentacles. Capricorn, Virgo, Taurus. Or due to a relationship that a King of Pentacles had, maybe the lover of the King of Pentacles came and tried to put death on this child and this Aries. A gift from the family is coming, though. A gift is coming. Spiritual gift, straight from the ancestors to someone. But it's going to come after a fight where you're going to feel like you're a small little midget man. You're going to feel like you're so tiny. And the whole world is stacked up against you and there's nothing you can do to fend them off. Hold on. Oop. This is a general reading, so it will apply. I'm reading general reading for the whole collective. So someone has to have the initiative to get this battle done. This is going to be this queen of... Oh, I'm sorry, the high priestess. So this high priestess got to find the initiative to fight this fight to get their gift. Like, you want to level up, but you want this gift from the ancestors, but you gotta work for it. Ain't nothing in life free. What is a gift? Someone to protect them, someone who's a provider or a protector. But this protection is going to put somebody in the hospital, so be mindful of where you're swinging that sword and that axe at. But this will have a battle that will be completed. Let's see, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11. One more for this row. Queen of Pentacles at the bottom of the deck. Capricorn, Virgo, Taurus, woman. Hierophant. Hierophant is a spiritual advisor, leader, journeyer. Also, I'm hearing Hierophant gives off Taurus energy, but I could be wrong. Y'all see the little thing on his forehead? The little woody woo, woody woo. You see the shape? Woody woo. Okay. Let's see what else. Oh, we have a Queen of Swords that just popped out. Air sign woman, Gemini, Libra, or Aquarius woman. I looked out the window. Sorry, I'm not even supposed to be looking out the window. Sorry, y'all. My bad. I'm being nosy. Minding other people's faces. Hold on, these cards got turned all around. Oh, that was me. Okay, sorry. I ain't seen the toothpaste in a minute. Old school remedy. Yep, old school for sure. Had to go ahead and put toothpaste on it. They said this Queen of Swords might need to get into isolation or solitude to go ahead and figure some stuff out. So some meditation would be very necessary at this time. Celebrity mastery. This meditation may cause some kind of mastery of a skill. Oh, leap of faith. They fell out. So take this leap of faith towards the mastery of a skill for this Queen of Swords. Stay in your imagination and your creative energy. I'm hungry. Understand that you have a never-ending source of energy. So if you ever thought that your energy was not going to be something that could be preserved, reserved for yourself, or kept, you're confused. You are forever vivacious. It's a vibrant thing. But again, not sexual. Okay. So then there's a little bit of a pit that you've fallen into, potentially. Or someone will try to throw you into the pit. So be careful and be mindful. Okay. So then we also have, you are the best person chosen to get this job done. So, you know, maybe to this Queen of Swords, it's okay. Don't worry. You got this. You'll be fine. You'll be fine. Somebody's smoking again. Are you open to polygamy? When it comes to honesty, yeah. But if it's behind my back, all that craziness, and that's weird, no. And if it's on some spiritual ish where you like with somebody, but you like connected to me, but we not together, no. All eyes are watching you at this time. King of Swords tried to show his face. We have the Temperance Angel, Sagittarian energy, making the right decision, having scruples, making a balanced decision based on understanding both sides of the situation, also helping be a curator of protection in a village or in a town. That is the truth, right? Also, someone's being selfish with their coins. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11. It typically is a masculine energy, but it could be a feminine and masculine energy for whatever reason. They're protecting their energy, their money, their abundance due to this transformation, or so that they can transform, so they'll have enough energy and resources to transform. Bonus cards. Okay, someone wanted to go through a Three of Swords heartbreak situation. Someone's also being a very intelligent, smart person. A Knight of Swords. This Five of Swords situation, though, you know, you're coming out the jungle, you skinned a lion yourself. People didn't realize you had that in you. A Knight of Pentacles is somehow in the Wheel of Fortune or it's destiny. Maybe the person that you fought was a Knight of Pentacles. Maybe this is going to bring abundance. Or maybe the person going to jail is a Knight of Pentacles. Be patient. I don't feel cold at all. I felt like a lot of coldness was next to me on my left-hand side, though, yesterday. I'm like, what in the world is that? That is crazy. Yeah, why don't we have a groundsman or like a freaking person that comes around our neighborhood and cleans our neighborhood up? We need a groundskeeper. I see we got 2 maintenance men, but we ain't got no woman that's going around keeping everything clean. Where is that lady at? And if I'm doing a job, I damn sure ain't doing it for free. I better make my rent free. Shit. Thank you. When you don't realize how spoiled you really are in real life, to have a whole entire relationship that benefits you, that you ain't even gotta be in, spoiled as. Damn right. Give me what I deserve. Shit. To still consistently show up and do so many things, even when they aren't monetizing just yet, just to make sure that you're still putting in the footwork for your actual success. That's amazing. Because a lot of people, they do something for maybe 10 years and still make only what person makes in 1 week, you know? But it's still enough for them and their life. But it's like to show that you can still show up and still perform even when you're not monetizing. That shows a lot of tenacity. So if any of you guys are doing that at this time where you have something that you want to get done or try to accomplish, and you're doing that and so many other things and you're still pushing forward, shout out to you guys. Where's your hometown? I'm in Silver Spring, Maryland. We have the Knight of Wands. Okay, transformation. But that also comes with a dialectic Nine of Wands. So someone's trying to protect, or maybe this Knight of Wands is trying to protect you and you just don't know it. They're taking initiative to make sure that this kid can avoid a deathly situation. Amazing. Gratitude for that. We have the Eight of Cups. With the Eight of Cups, we have with the Eight of Cups, we have someone who's chosen to be the perfect person for a job. And we have the Ace of Chalice. They have an undeniable, unstoppable sense of energy and force. Then we have the Seven of Cups. Staying in their imagination is so important. Then we have the Five of Cups. They're going to end up winning a battle and get a spiritual gift from the ancestors. Amazing. We have someone who is being patient at this time. Maybe a Knight of Pentacles, because they're being selfish with their abundance, because they are celebrity status, which is going to turn them into a King of Pentacles, because they're going to learn how to not spend energy, not be all over the place, not be all loosey-goosey, all up in Susie's and Samuel and everybody's face. They keeping their money to themselves so that they can become more abundant, more charged up with energy, more full of themselves, because they're not spending it on everybody all the time, because they've noticed maybe that people don't really care. Just because you got money, you're around, people treat you like shit regardless. So the ones who don't treat you like shit, you're supposed to treat them good. Yeah. So we have the Five of Swords. And we have the Knight of Swords. The Knight of Swords is coming out of some battle. It's looking like, baby, you should have lost that. It's going to cause a heartbreak, though, to somebody. That's the truth. Gonna put them in the hole. Someone's going to go into solitude. It's going to be this Queen of Swords, who's going to be feeling like they're in an uphill battle. But they will trap death, thankfully. Don't be fucking with my kids. Child, what was all of this? Not everyone who say to me, Lord, Lord, will enter the kingdom of heaven, but only the one who does the will of my Father who is in heaven, Matthew. Easter, only the ones dressed in sackcloth will heritage the kingdom of heaven. That's so funny. I literally just told somebody, be careful what kind of underwear you wear when it comes to herpes. You got to wear like natural cotton and linens and go free balling. So that's funny. You say this: thou shalt not wear pearls, diamonds, earrings, bracelets, chains, jewelry, silver or gold, makeup or hair dye, or to purify the body of the flesh. Shall not enter into that. All right, now y'all are saying a lot. You think because you put some color in your hair, you're not gonna go to heaven? You really think that? Come on. God said, "Come as you are." He ain't say nothing about, which would mean don't alter your hair color. God wouldn't have made it possible to alter hair color. And in some cultures where they practice different religions, it is culturally appropriate to put red clay in the hair in order to protect the hair from the sunlight, because the sun will dry out your hair in those areas. Notice how each religion is more so pertaining to a geological or rather geographical concept, right? Okay, some Wheel of Fortune's coming up for a Temperance Angel, but they have to take a leap of faith, become the spiritual teacher, go into High Priestess mode. They will find loving energy with the Emperor. Child, y'all trying to play me for a fool. The devil came first. They were all angels, and then the devil got casted down to earth. And then after life had been going on for some time, Jesus was born. So now I know you backwards. That don't even make sense. The angels and everybody was up in heaven minding their business, and then God casted Lucifer out for not obeying him and being egotistical. And then after time had went on, after heaven and hell was formed, then Jesus came to save everyone from their sins. So what are you talking about? What are you talking about? What are you talking about? Something about childhood innocence. I pray that the universe keeps my child safe. Iceberg, submerged. So someone's feeling submerged like an iceberg or frozen in time. How was he first on earth? And who was Adam and Eve? Who was Adam and Eve? Who was Mary and Joseph? If Jesus was first on earth, then who was everybody else? If Jesus was first on earth, then where did Egyptian times come from? Cave, sanctuary. It's time for you to get into a sanctuary or a cave. My son. Lake stillness. River movement. So sometimes be still, sometimes be moving. It's up to you what you need to be doing. Winter solstice and shaman. So once you reflect, you'll realize that you're actually a healer. It's all about your perspective, though. Focus on your crystals so you can have a rebirth and get onto this vision quest. Okay, someone's abandoning a community. A sweetheart is abandoning a community. Why is the sweetheart abandoning a community? Because of the voodoo that they're doing on her. Him, them, they, she, her. A divine masculine is confirming that there's voodoo being done. The legal system is getting involved. Someone's being watched by the legal system. A child is also making a statement. A child is seen as an earth angel. Voodoo being done on a child is being seen by the legal system. The courthouse is going to handle this because this is inappropriate. Someone's ascending, which is going to send someone else into a transition, a RIP. So your ascension might be killing somebody, literally. Strumming my pain with his finger, killing my life with his words, killing me softly with his song, killing me softly with his song, telling my whole life with his words, killing me softly with his song. Yeah, distant future. So what's going to happen in the courthouse might be happening later on down the line. Something about a mature woman. They're having thoughts about this. They're being seen by the legal system. They're using their work tools to create havoc in someone else's life, namely a child, which is like inappropriate. Yep. And a divine feminine is testifying to the obsession. Yeah, again, obsession came out even after the shuffle. Someone's clearly obsessed with this kid, and they're jealous and envious of the kid, so they keep on doing bad things to the kid. Like, what are you doing? Leave people's children alone. Whoa, la, da, 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 la, la. Strumming my pain, singing my life. Yeah, somebody's chakras are fully aligned and somebody has animosity about it. It's like, I don't know who, what, where, when, why, how, but you're getting aligned as you should in this phase of your life, and it's going to bring in abundance, and somebody is upset about that. I pray for everybody. I pray for my enemies. I pray for people and family. I pray for everybody. It don't matter. I pray for everybody. You might be unbothered at this time about this situation, this scenario, but someone's getting into a commitment. Or maybe because you're unbothered, you will be able to get into a commitment because you're learning to worry about yourself and what you have coming. Who is it? I'm trying to figure out who Bae is at this point, because like, God. Because like, God, why not? Right? I deserve somebody special. Yes, I do. And this is going to be bringing in some kind of unexpected spiritual money. So spiritual abundance, because you're going to have people getting karma for doing bad things to you that they had no business doing, because you are, in fact, a healer. As you are a soulmate to somebody, and they're enamored with you, and they have actual money. They trying to come bless your heart, girl. Achievement, your man is about to find you, and he might just put a love spell on you if you're lucky. Real love, I'm searching for a real love. Someone to set my heart free. Real love, I'm searching for a real love. Someone to set my heart free. Yeah, somebody's about to come set your heart free, girl. Boy, guy. Real love. It's in the ethers. It's all in the cards. I don't know who is for. A high priestess. Whoever this high priestess is. You see that eyeball on the forehead? Y'all see what you talking about. You see what you talking about. Okay, I'm just saying, yeah. Look, hey, look, I'm hoping it's for me in the cards, too. I'm hoping it's for me, too. So somebody's about to find love and be in love and be happy, and especially after them, and they're manifesting this, because especially after them having that bad relationship from before. Oh my God. Why the hell? would you want somebody to stay in something that's like that? Their faith is unwavered. Why would you want somebody to stay in something that's their path? That's their destiny. Why would you want somebody to stay in something that was miserable and detrimental to their soul? Like, ugh. Why wouldn't you want someone to find love and happiness and abundance and perceive, and move on from people who were abusing them? Move on from people that were using them. Move on from people that were lusting them. Look at the cards, how they coming out. This is expectation, right? Because of the veil and the love offer. But that person is blocked. It's time for the nice guy to come through. Nice guy, where are you? Nice guy, where are you? He said hello. I'm not playing. You're funny. You're incredibly hilarious. But this is proving that when your chakras are aligned, you'll feel better. You'll feel better when your chakras are aligned. Again, manifestation at the bottom of the deck is coming out. Someone's going into spiritual poverty and confusion and illusion because you are finally becoming that rising star you're supposed to be. And the priest is a high honored person. They see you as a starseed finally. Maybe even as their twin flame. Okay, that's period. That's on period. Period. That's on period. Period. Y'all felt that hot? Yeah, I felt that hot too. I said, ooh, jump back. It's a karmic feminine in the energy somewhere trying to throw off the energy though. So no surprise there, or rather there is a surprise there. A surprise, honey. No hate on the shirt. Oh, you see the lashes, period. So something about LGBTQ may be important there too. I'm a nice dude. What's a nice dream? You see these ice cubes, see these ice creams, eligible blast, $1 million coat. That's better than what's going down your throat. That's for real. Yeah, I forgot who that was for a second. Okay, use your intuition about this change of work that you have coming towards you. A mature man is on his way to come sponsor that ass. He said, baby girl, I got you. Don't even trip because, yeah. You got some flying monkeys with entity attachments all over you. They got entities all over them. They got energies all over them that they don't even like. They tied up in some stuff they trying to get away from, but they want to drag you into it as well. Hell no. I'm doing very well, thank you. Yeah, karmic feminine keeps trying to get in your energy and throw you off. And you have faith. Thank God, because of this third-party stitch. Somebody was abusing it. Something about family and traveling and self-love. Okay, you're in bliss. Last message. Let me get out of here. I gotta go. Yeah, this got somebody up in conflict. Somebody's mad. Somebody's hot. Somebody's like, oh, ain't no way my best bitch getting away from me. And the universe is like, maybe that's what needs to happen for right now. Maybe that's going to create some kind of calm. Right? That's going to be the thing that you need to get you where you got to go. I would drop drugs and alcohol and whatever God wants me to let go for him to open that door. 12 years single. I've been waiting for her still. Well, maybe you need to let all that stuff go. Did you already let go of the drugs and alcohol? Karmic masculine. Uh-oh. There's a false narrative about the karmic masculine. Oh, shucks. Oh, shucks. Ice King. So the false story about this Ice King and the propaganda. There's some unknown things that are coming out during the moon. Like I said, I had a dream that kissing all on my hand. I'm like, oh shucks. But that same hand felt like it was about to get cut off. But so I just saw a thief. And I saw destruction, message, and imprisonment. Yeah. Oh, look. Look at that. I just said I saw it, but look. This is how the cards fell down. They fell down exactly like this. Well, this was behind this. No, this was like this. So the false message is somebody was a thief and deserves to be imprisoned. and was causing destruction, but really they're divine. Oh, shit. Oh, weed and drugs made her leave me. Yeah, I'm glad you know. Shit. All that was smoking and all that drinking and shit. I ain't. You gotta. I got music to make and food to find. Same here. I'm done. Yeah, divination is gonna have you single, sexy, and successful. Okay, rich girl. Health concern is gonna come for these flying monkeys though, and because they did some death magic on you. So whoever was doing the death magic, sorry to this man. You shouldn't have been trying to kill my ass. Trying to make me feel like I couldn't breathe and shit. Stabbing him and shit. All that fucking straw work. They looking at the house. They looking at the Kabbalah in 3D and just throwing straws through the house. All that shit. That death magic. That shit gonna get you fucked up. Because everybody sees everything. They're like, is she defending herself or she causing problems? She's trying to mind her business. What the hell are they all doing? So if she's minding her business and you throwing straws and shit, you the problem. Not the person who's minding their business. I do not currently have a partner. I'm single, but I'm not trying to mingle. I'm just single looking for friendships. I'm single looking for friendships, single looking for, friendships. That's it. Like partnerships to build on. So like if I want to like potentially like make music, yeah. But we gonna see what's gonna all happen soon, Time. Nobody is nothing without God. Yeah, I know. That's why I said we love God over here. God is the presence of all of us omnipresently existing cohesively together. Just don't forget that. God is all of us. Can be a friend and I'll keep it cool. Yeah, I'm okay, baby. Don't worry about me. I'm good. But I appreciate you all being here and staying present for the alive and supporting me and pushing me forward in all of my dreams and aspirations. Anyone that pushes me forward in my dreams and aspirations, I got love for you. Anyone that's going against my dreams and my aspirations and going against my son, I hope that you get everything that you ever put out in return times 20,000 fold for eternity, for the rest of your bloodline's existence. Because baby, I be trying to heal my bloodline, heal other people's bloodlines, get all the demons and all the bullshit. Remember, here on this platform, you are heard, seen, and loved. Remember to always have peace, love, and hair grease and everything in between, because these are tools in your body to help you these are tools in your body to help you manifest your dreams. Don't let nobody take advantage of you. Okay. Also, rework your brain. Remember, people do a lot of EFA with your brain, so pay attention to your brain. Okay. If you're on this live, make sure you paid attention to your brain. All right. All right. Love you.